Alright, so it's 6:54. Quite bright outside, and I seem to be okay with the bus schedule because I'm early. Not for the previous one, but for the one, it's still cold, so I don't go and wait outside at the community center. There's one bus going by, but that's not it. But the thing is, it's still, see behind me, the display, it's still fucked up. So, I don't know. Oh, I should check outside, because I had that problem last time, right? Yeah, hold up. Okay, so there's no sign up there that's covering it that says something's different. So that should be okay. It was 2 weeks ago, because last week I went to another place to teach for children, which I'm doing tomorrow. But I guess I could check the other bus. So I think this is a good area to stay at. So anyways, yeah, today was, I was watching a lot of videos. I'm looking more and more into ADHD, realizing how I get overwhelmed with a lot of stuff going on in my head. And, my father used to say I'm very hyperactive. So I guess I was diagnosed, but there wasn't a diagnosis like that. So anyway, trying to get, I woke up and I had to get so many things done. So I ended up not doing any of my expense work for taxes, but that's something that's looming over my head, because I don't know when the government's going to block this bank account. And I'm not making enough money to pay off for so many things because all the money's been taken. But I have this new contract, which is good because another one was taken away from this company. So I'm dealing with a few companies now, which is good. But this new one, it's like she's contacting me all the time. It's a little weird, and she treats everyone like their daughter or whatever. I'm a little like, ugh, But I have to take the first responder course. But then they're giving a lot of the course that one of the courses that I let slide, and she's like, you should think about taking it again because we have a lot of contracts for that. And I'm like thinking, they're minimal contracts, they're not full day or 2 day. So it's like I'm not making a lot of money, and it's like in the West Island, so it'll take me like 2 hours to get there. That was my first thought. So I didn't answer her because she left that message at like 11 at night. And I'm like, what do you contact me at 11 at night for? But hey. But then this morning, I haven't had caffeine yet. That's also why I have all this overwhelm. But I'm thinking I should at least ask my master instructor, what's it going to take for me to get that course back again? Maybe it won't take much. At least I have to ask to find out, I hope it doesn't cost that much. I know it costs for the books, and I know I have to teach a class, but I don't know if I have to pay him, and you know what I mean? It might not cost that much. And then I have to see how many classes I have to teach to make that up. While I prepare also for the first responder, and while I get I have to get checks so I can pay my condo fees. I haven't paid them in a long time. They're charging me so much interest to deal with my credit card, which I ignored. And then this new credit card, I finally called the new bank, and it was canceled, that credit card. That's why it's not working. And so I have to check my mailbox for the new one. So that's a problem because I have to pay for my massage therapy license, and I want to go back into that massage therapy course. There's so many things I want to do, and I'm not making enough money, and I'm not you know, it's like, so I have to take all these contracts. The fact that I have this, what time is it? I don't know. The fact that I have this opportunity, I have to take it, you know? And then I was thinking on more about like how people got into, that's what I went when I was going to bed and I couldn't sleep. I put on the YouTube and I was listening to this thrifter on, which I knew of. I forget his name now, but he stopped eBay. Now he has his own place and he goes business to business as opposed to business to consumer. And he makes a lot of money doing thrifting, and he knows that he's been doing it for 15 years and it's just high quality stuff, and he could, you know what I mean? And I'm like, can I move up like that in teaching first aid and CPR courses? I know people they open their own business and stuff like that, and I don't know. Okay, so I just saw the other bus come in. It's still 7:03 or 7:04, so it's still kind of early. I gotta keep an eye on both because I have to see if this one's gonna come. It comes early and it gets me a little closer. Where's the one there? Well, if I took the one previous, which I don't take anymore, there's always a bus to transfer. But the second time I do it, if I do it later, there's no bus to transfer. But anyways, so I have to see if this isn't coming, I have to run over to that. So I have to check both of them. So I'm gonna step out for a bit. But then I also thought about the eBay guy. I think it's something trading. And he compromises lack of sleep, but everything else is good. And he does it every day, and he wakes up at 4, and like that's his lifestyle. He just likes winning, as he says. But I'm like thinking something that he's willing to work and do all that stuff and just push himself, which is kind of what I'm doing for these classes. Maybe not to the way that he's saying that he's doing it for himself, but most people kind of boost themselves up anyways. Oh yeah, and also I woke up and I had no more rice. I just had it's like I had no more food at home. I have the noodles, which I bought the other day, so I had to make that to go. And then I had to make pancakes because, you know, I have to eat during the day. And I have to go buy more rice and possibly noodles. I think I'm gonna get all that in Chinatown again, or just get the rice at the Indian shop next to the Subway. So it's like, it's constant. So this is the reason why I was late today, because I was going early. Everything was going early because I didn't stop doing stuff since I got up. You know, starting with the usual brushing my teeth, minoxidil, making food, all that stuff. But I got everything ready, and I'm like, I have to rub one out. I haven't mentioned that in a while, but because I needed to divert my attention, and you know, it's my coping mechanism. So that was what was running me late. And I'm like, I don't care. I have to get out at 6:30 max. Yeah. All right, I'm here. Yeah. So I'm giving a class in the other room, and just as I got here, there was people waiting, and then they opened up the door just as I got here, so that was perfect. Oh, they didn't open up this door. Okay, gotta remind him to do that. He asked me if he was gonna open the door up there. He said, yeah. Take my second dose of caffeine now. All right, so I just went up. Merci. Okay, so I gotta bring. What the heck is this? Oh, it's faces. I know. I just remembered I gotta count how many manuals, because I gotta take more manuals. At least that part of my memory is working. So I've 5 at home. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So it's missing 3. Yeah, they didn't get the other order. It's been a couple of weeks. And then I have another class to teach, and I have to come here specifically to get more because they canceled the class. Anyways, I'm just gonna take the rest of this, and I'm gonna send her a message saying there's none left. And no certificates left either, unless these are. I'm sure they'll send it to them afterwards. They're not stressing over it, so why should I? So that's good. That's what I like about this place. They don't stress that much. Okay. All right. So it's 2:07 p.m. Monday, the 24th of February, 2024. On my way to the gym. It's gonna be, I'm gonna make myself do lighter, like not as much volume, because, I'm run down. And then I got more contracts, and I need them. So yesterday I taught at a community center. Community center gym. Not too far from here, just a few subway stops. It was for children, and it went better than the first time I did it, the week prior. So that was good. There's periods where, you lose control, and then everyone's talking and they're getting hyper because, kids can't sit down for that long. It was the age range from 11 to 14. The first time I did it, not last week, but the whole thing that got me into it, just before the holidays, with the person who's not replying. But at least I got the certification. That's 9. That was like 9 to 11-year-olds. So that's even worse. So there's that. So I was kind of happy. It was kind of nice at the end. So I was happy that I seem to be improving, but I think it depends on the crowd also, But yeah, and they steal pencils, so I have to get more pencils, because no matter how much I try to track everything, it can't. And I thought I would get erasers so I could still use the pencils that have no erasers on them, but I'll do that and get pencils too. They're not expensive. So this is the second time in less than a week that I'm actually going to make a special trip, not paid, because my current employer sent out a text, and I was like, okay, I can do these dates, but I have to know where it is because I'm not by car, so I have to know the route if I could actually make it. So I called the secretary because he didn't answer with the right answer. So I needed more a precise address. And so then I took 3 of the contracts, and then he called me and said 2 of them were already taken, one's on the wrong date. If you could switch it for the class that you're already doing. I'm like, okay. So I left an email to the secretary for that, or his wife, or accounts receivable, whatever her title is. But but he was like, for the one on the 11th, he's like, can you come tomorrow morning to watch how I teach the class? Because it's a special class for health professionals. And I never did it with this association. I've done it with the other one, so I know I'm not going to get paid for it. And I was like, no, I can't teach tomorrow. Then he was like, Wednesday night, and I'm like, let's just make it tomorrow. I'll come. So I have to be on the ball. So then, so I have to deal with my week. And I realized also that I'm doing for the other company that I went to go get the documents and all that stuff, that took me an hour to get there. It could take up to an hour and a half, depending on the bus. But anyway, so I got that, and that's Friday. And for some reason in my Bujo, I had February as marked the 31st. Wrongly. Because the 31st is just a note of when I trimmed my hair. So I just kind of wrote it in there. There's a lot of people here. So I was like, oh no, because the class I said I'm going to do for her ends at 7:30, and then I have to work the next day, and then Sunday also, because I got the schedule. So I have to wake up at 3 anyways. So it's like, okay, how am I going to trim things down, get home, go right to bed, but brush my teeth, wash my face. I think that's about it. Eating, I don't know. So it's a lot to kind of juggle.